Did either of us look up how to say 12 in Spanish? Or are we just going to break Nicole's heart again?
Break Nicole's heart again.
Doce?
No.
Why not? Once is 11. Right?
I think
You're right.
I'm right?
Mhm.
G's here and
wow.
I'm right.
Don't say
Ha
wow.
ha! And on that note, you talk louder. And this is Fools for Fiber.
Yes.
Episode Doce.
Doce. 12.
12.
I almost said something not nice.
What do you want to say?
I almost said 12 bitches.
We're a swearing-friendly podcast, which somehow my mother got bitches out before I could say that. We were doing so well. But today's going to be another random one, I feel. But
Maybe not.
Who knows?
It's probably going to be short.
it is going to be very short.
Because I have no finished projects.
I have no projects. I have none.
And I have 2 things that I've been working on that I can share. One thing that I've been working on that I'm not ready to share. So,
But why have you been so busy? Are we going to talk about that on the internet? Even a little bit.
yeah, I mean, we can talk about it. Work is really crazy
Yeah,
right now.
same.
They're retooling my team, so we're changing. We will be changing.
Just a lot of turmoil at work.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I'm covering up the branding of this bottle because if they want to have spotlight on this, they have to pay me.
And on top of that, your father and I are trying to move at some point this year.
Yep.
In the middle of COVID, whatever it is now.
Ebbs and flows.
And,
My dad, for once, has decided to get a head start on this process.
Oh, yes. Yes. So, we have cleaned out the garage.
Yep.
And we have packed up.
So many things. So
If he doesn't think that it's something that we will use in the next 6 to 10 months, it is in a box.
My favorite one was, well, other than the most egregious one, was this afternoon when you were like, he packed the lighter for my candles, but not my candles.
Yes.
Then there was that time where, would you like to share your pain and your suffering and your frustration?
I'm not sure.
Your whips?
Oh,
He
actually
did not want her to nay-nay.
Yeah, he actually asked if I could pack up all but maybe 1 or 2 projects that I'm working on.
That's not how that works.
My response to him was, if you want me to pack the items that I have in process, then I will go mad before we move. So you can make the choice.
Would you like this to be The Shining, or would you like this to be a normal move? I think that's Psycho.
Oh, well, whatever.
I think that's the, like, shower
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
Like The Shining is when he's, like, busting down the door with the axe. I have not seen either of these movies, but
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure that that's...
I don't know. So the shop, we're not doing any dye-to orders right now.
No? Did you...
We're just, whatever's up.
Why are we talking about the shop? It's not
Oh,
shop
I
updates right yet.
just letting people know. That,
Okay, we can do shop updates in the middle of the episode.
I'm sorry. See? Chaos.
It's fine. So we aren't doing dye to order, we're just...
Whatever's in the shop is what's for sale.
Okay.
Because the dye and all of the dye equipment have been packed up. Yes. Yes.
That's a thing to do to your wife. who might or might not murder you in your sleep if he's not careful.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yep.
So, yeah. I don't think I did any knitting at all last week. I think I just sat and looked at, like, I would take it out and hold it, but I don't think any stitches were being made.
I didn't even do that. I just bought plants and watched YouTube videos. So,
in all of the chaos, I have started listening to Audible books.
okay.
And I did get one finished, which is good.
Nice.
So,
Good job.
yeah. So there you go. That's
what she's been doing.
Yeah.
So what have you been working on? Like, what did you want to show?
Oh, I have 2 of the items that I started for my 12 cast-ons. One was the umbrella sock.
Gotten a long way on that.
And she does, it's Kay Jones. She does an afterthought heel. And I don't normally knit tubes. I normally purchase tubes already.
Don't you like send your yarn in and then they knit it
Yep.
too?
They use a
knitting machine.
Yep.
Which is hilarious because you have one of those.
But that one is linear, not circular. So, I don't normally worry about having,
Afterthought heel?
a marking for my afterthought heel. But because I was knitting it, I actually put in a strand of yarn so that it will be easier for me to pick it out and pick up for the afterthought heel. I'm just gonna flip the cuff over and do a folded cuff as opposed to ribbed cuff.
You like those?
So they don't bind as much, you know. So one sock, I should be finished with it in the next day or two. I'm actually working on this a lot when I'm listening to the book I was listening to. And the other item, sorry for the noise.
Fine.
The other item is another of the 12 cast-ons.
Oh, yeah.
It's Stella's pullover but I used the chart from Hinterlands, modified it a little bit in order to, I was short on yarn. So in order to stretch the gray yarn as far as I could, I
It's very soft.
did color work. Yeah, it's super soft. Very light too, Phil.
You know, I could feel it when I was like this probably is not going to be the warmest sweater, but it will definitely be like easy to wear.
Yeah, what I hate is that yarn isn't available anymore.
What is it?
It is called Cool Air Fine by Lana Grossa. I've heard from, it's not a spun yarn. It's this is a blown, like it's a core with a blown. But I've heard that there's a yarn that is similar to this called, and I'm going to butcher this, Nutigen. It's I believe, a Norwegian or a Scandinavian yarn.
I am neither of those.
But it's just it's not blown. It's a natural fiber, but it's not spun. It's just drafted. So it's very easy for it to pull apart.
Felt?
It would probably be easy to felt too, but it's very easy for it to like you couldn't do that with it. It would literally come apart.
What do you think of that knitting technique that you're doing with the smaller needle? Is that helping you go faster, do you think? Or
I think so.
because you mentioned it, I think a while ago. I don't know if you mentioned it on video. What you're doing is using a smaller gauge. Like this is smaller than this.
Yeah, I'm using an 8 and a 10.5. And I think it helps me not, this yarn would split really easily.
Mm.
So it keeps me from splitting it. Is what I'm.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to this being finished. I'm only maybe 4 inches from the sleeve.
Separation?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're doing bottom up.
Yeah. So she has you work the sleeves and then attach everything. But because of I'm working with the yarn shortage,
Oh, you're gonna just do the
I'm
top
going to do the top
and then
and then
figure out how long you can make the sleeve. Yeah, that makes sense.
come back and
Yeah. Pick up.
yeah, because I don't want to take a chance on doing the sleeves and then not have enough of the gray.
Yeah.
To actually I could actually do like just this motif, the very bottom.
Yeah.
And just work into the rust and do the rust down to the cuff.
If you really needed to.
If I needed to do that.
Yeah. And that would look pretty cool too, actually.
So.
Nifty.
Yeah. So those are the 2 things I've been working on.
Nice.
Yeah.
I haven't been working on anything.
I know. It's okay. It's January.
It's just, yeah.
It's January.
I have 5 more decreases. 5 more decreases on Jake's sweater, second sleeve, and then I begin the transition to the green, which I actually don't know where that is.
Yeah.
It is somewhere in my living room.
I did finish your other sleeve, and I did work on the body of your sweater some, and I worked on.
I mean, this isn't me. This is
No. I worked on the chest of G's, but I haven't touched Jake's because I'm going to have to unknit the.
Jake doesn't watch these podcasts, so I can
sleeve.
just say it. His sweaters are like cursed. Man, they're like a pain to get through because he's such a large lad. He's long.
Shooting for.
Long noodle arms, and you're like, wow, this is long.
Shooting for September.
Someday he will get yarn made with, or he will get a sweater made from that yarn that I've in like.
It's okay. It will happen. It will
someday.
Happen.
It will someday.
It will happen. So it is downstairs with all of my whips. It is with all of.
I mean, I figured that's where it was.
Yeah.
In his defense, he's not like, "Where's my sweater?" He's more like, "As long as I get it someday."
Yeah.
Which somehow was worse. Because if he was like, "Where's my sweater?" I would be like, "Screw you." But he's not, so I'm not.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm hoping this coming week I will have the energy. But between starting school again and work, I just haven't had the energy. But yeah.
Nor'easter's coming.
There is a big nor'easter coming tomorrow, which will probably be over by the time this posts, but yeah. It's true. But yeah, I don't think we have anything else to talk about unless you have any other, like, secondary shop updates to make, since we kind of already talked about that.
No, we'll have some news shop-wise, probably, It'll probably be mid-year. I'm not even gonna lie, because
I mean, the dyes are packed away.
I have no clue when we're going to.
This is all pre-packing. They haven't even bought a new house. They're not even officially looking yet. They're just testing the waters, and he's already like, garage.
He is so fearful because we're both in our late 50s. He's very fearful, and we both have some health concerns, but not anything chronic or dire. It just, neither one of us can move very well. We're not young
you move
people.
Fine, you just don't
Well,
move fast.
He
Like
has
a turtle.
back problems and leg problems, and
you're going to be hiring movers.
yes, we are, but he feels like everything should be packed.
He feels like he needs to have some sort of control over the
Yes.
situation.
Yes.
So, it's...
Yes. So, there you go. And in order, we look at change very differently. Change to me is, although I didn't relish all of the change that I have coming in 2021, I only anticipated a address change in 2021. But there are other things that are changing. So, I did get blindsided a little bit by some of the other things that are changing. But I look at change as a possibility for growth and learning things. And
Clive just wants it over with as fast as possible.
that is not how he looks at
so
it.
he can get it.
He wants
to...
yes.
Yeah.
Just this.
We would like the status quo, please, and thank you.
This.
So.
But getting back to this, he throws everything up in the air. Where I would be like, okay, today I'm going to do this. He is like chaos and all over the map and packing things that today he was looking for active paperwork that he had separated and pinned together, and he couldn't figure out what he did with it, and finally found it. But there was a panic because he had no clue what he did with it. So it's like,
I don't live here anymore, so I'm just sitting over at my house like, oh no, that sounds unfortunate.
but it's fine. I know that this is what my lot in life is going to be for the next.
It sounds so sad when you say it's your lot in life.
Temporarily, for the next 9 months, max, maybe.
That's a long time.
I'm really hoping that we're moved by my birthday. That's my goal in the back of my head is, would like to be under a different roof by this point in time. So, hey.
Hey man, I'm just waiting for you to get that large plot of land so I can begin squirreling away money for my tiny house that I'm going to put on your plot of land.
Who knows? We don't even know where we're going to end up. I don't mean we're moving. We are staying in the Northeast. That does not mean we are moving away from the Northeast. That's not going to happen.
It's not realistically that much cheaper most other places.
Well, it's not even that.
But yeah,
That's not.
yeah, it's just a lot of transitional things.
Yes. And that's okay. Because the whole of 2020 we sat in this house, and other than work and the shop, it was not, there wasn't much going on. So 2021, just...
That's not what most people did after 2020. I can confirm most people are not like, I'm gonna buy a house. Although there are some people who are like, I'm gonna buy a house.
There are
Yeah.
a lot of people buying houses. Up here, there are a lot of people buying houses, but it's all good.
Okay.
So, yes. Sorry for the chaos.
It's fine. I'm going to apologize for nothing because this is just every week with us. Is it's either 45 minutes of nonsense or 20 minutes of us being like,
I don't think we've had that many like this.
no, probably not.
No.
But yeah, that's us for this week.
Sorry. I hope it wasn't a downer week.
No, it's not a downer.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
I just don't know what else to say because I haven't been knitting.
Oh, I did see a couple of really cool patterns. I don't know if you saw them. Do you want me to share those really quick?
Sure. I don't pay attention to. I'm not one of those people who's on Ravelry and like, ooh, look at this new pattern.
Oh,
I don't do that.
I didn't see it on Ravelry.
What's that?
It's called the Reluctant Homeschooler.
The Reluctant Homeschooler.
Yeah, it's Caitlin Hunter's. It's a chunky sweater, chunky knit sweater.
It's very,
It reminds me of what you would think of like a grandpa sweater looking like, kinda.
kinda. I do like it.
I do too.
It's almost like, I would probably want it longer.
Yeah.
But that's my curse.
So
I
you can
apparently
link.
have a long.
We'll link to everything in the down thingy below. It was fairly size inclusive.
Bulky on 11.
Yeah,
That
it
would
would
be
knit very
fast.
fast. Yeah.
I don't have bulky yarn, but this would be good for it if you did. I mean, I'm sure I have. Well, I don't know if I have bulky yarn anymore. He's probably packed it. Is there another one? You said a
Yes.
couple.
Yeah.
I do like that. I might make that.
The
God,
ones
if I
that
made that for like G or somebody I knew that was smaller, it would go in like 3 days. Because it's like,
this one. This one. You're gonna love this one.
am I?
Yes, you're gonna
It's
love
called
this
Black
one.
Thorn, so probably. Ooh. Yeah, I do love that one. That's really cool looking. Ugh, and somebody did it in blue?
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
That is nifty as hell.
Yeah.
It is by Lily Turner.
Yeah.
I always get nervous when it's just a bunch of skinny people, though.
I know, but look at the sizing. I'm pretty sure I would have added it if it wasn't size inclusive. Oh, I like that.
I do too.
That's cool.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's not size inclusive. It's just one of those things where like there's being size inclusive and
Yeah, I
then
know,
there's
I
being
know.
size inclusive in a way where I can look at it on someone's body that looks
that's-
like mine
Yeah. I know.
and be like, "Oh, that's what that'll look like," because it's not the same. Okay, but in like the projects, there's a couple of people who are not that much smaller than me.
I just thought it looked really cool. I just thought the color work on it looked really cool.
Yeah, I would probably want to make it oversized. Personally.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern about the Stella pullover is I'm afraid that it's not going to be sweatshirty enough. For lack of a better way of putting it. So there you go, Blackthorn and Reluctant Homeschooler. Those are the two sweaters that caught my eye this past week.
We'll link them below.
Yeah, I mean, you
And-
know, have a look at them. One is...
I'll ask G to input photos when we're talking about them so you can also see. I really like the color work on the Blackthorn one because it's really nifty looking. The one with the person had like the variegated color.
Yeah.
And then a solid. I love looking at like something that's like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And the grandpa cardigan, which I can't remember the name of now.
Reluctant Homeschooler.
Reluctant Homeschooler.
Yeah. That one caught my eye because I was like, ooh, that would knit up really fast.
I have been resisting the urge to go to Webb's. So.
And because it's a V-neck and you don't
Is it seamless?
Yeah.
Maybe I will start that and do that at some point in the future. Or maybe I'll work on the 12 projects that I picked out to do this year and actually cast one of those on. I don't know. Probably.
But you didn't share those, did you?
What?
Did you share those last time?
That was our entire episode last time.
Oh.
This is how you know that she doesn't watch these. I watch these. G watches these. Mom, nope. Clive, nope. Jake, nope.
Sorry.
You don't have to watch yourself. I feel like that would kind of be awkward. I mean, I know it's awkward, but I do it so that I can annotate the videos. Like, it's...
I remember sharing all my stuff, but I knew it was absolute chaos. No, I just remember it being...
It wasn't that chaotic. You had your stuff that you pulled out to show, and then I just had my phone because, you know, twiddly-dee me.
Oh, I do remember you talking about some of the things
and
that you
I
wanted
couldn't get Nicole's pattern to pull up, apparently because in my link I had the accent on the wrong letter or something. I don't know. G was able to figure out what I did wrong, although Nicole did send us the correct pronunciation for
Yes.
that.
Koala?
No, what?
Oh.
Koala? Koala. Koala Sultanio. That's Kueo Saltenia. Kueo Saltenia. Still probably saying that wrong. Probably. But I did not say koala. I win.
Yeah.
I knew dose, and I knew it wasn't a koala. Because koalas aren't in Spain. They're in Australia.
That's the name of this episode. Koalas are in Spain. They're in Australia.
Yes.
That's it.
This is objectively a fact. I'm sure there are some koalas in Spain at like a zoo, but not enough that it would probably make it into local language as anything other than koala.
Okie dokie.
Which is also to say, I did not take Spanish in school, I took French, so I don't... Which is, my French pronunciation is not better. I just like to tell myself it's better. But are we done?
We're done.
Alright. We will see you guys next week.
I hope you got at least one laugh.
Yeah, sorry for this. We hope you get to play with Fiverr as often as you can.
And when you see a koala, think of us.
Or don't. I don't know, man. Think of Steve Irwin. He did way better things on this planet than I have ever done as of now. Think of Steve Irwin. That could also be the title. Think of Steve Irwin. The Steve Irwin of it all. Everyone just like, what the heck? Until they get to like the very last second of the podcast.
Where did Steve Irwin come from?
Rest in peace. We miss you dearly. I'm kidding, but also not.